Yay.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Sins, and we are now locked in to the vault. First episode, man.
The vault,
you see
man.
What I'm saying? Look, it don't stop. No matter what happened, no matter how many things try and get up in your way and slow you down and like redirect you. Just remember, man, like you just got to keep on moving, man. Keep it pushing. You feel me? We got Fats in the building right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My boy.
Mr. Never Trust a Soul,
Yes, sir. I mean, we've been at this for how long now, man? Like, how long you been recording with me?
And I want to say, like, what? I want to say, like, 2020, 2021. Yeah, probably, like, 2021.
4 years?
Yeah, about 4 years now.
I feel like it's been a little longer than that, like maybe 5. But
maybe. For sure.
At least,
4 to 5 years, for sure.
Yeah, bro's been on his move, doing his thing, same like me. Like, no matter what happens, we just, keep on pushing, so.
Got to.
Yeah,
Definitely got to.
You feel me? So what you got going on, man?
Man, just been trying to stay out the way, get this music taken care of. I'm trying to get this EP done, have it out by like June 4th. No later than June 13th, you feel what I'm saying? Get that shit really going. It's called Lesson Learned, a lot of lessons I done learned. Trust me, fucking with a lot of people. That's why my name is Mr. Never Trust a Soul, because you can't trust nobody, because it be your own family who do you grimy. You feel me saying? It's like, God damn,
For
man.
real, bro. Hey, man, like, if one person knows about that cutthroat business is me, man. Just, yeah, like, you gotta be careful, very cautious about who you trust, out here in these streets, brother.
Bro, it'll be the people closest to you that you wouldn't even think would never hurt you be the ones doing that type of shit.
Do some greasy, foul stuff, man. I'm going through it right now.
Man, trust me. Like, my own mama be doing me foul, keep me from my kids, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, what the fuck? Like, I'm a good dad, you know what I'm saying?
That's the crazy part. It's like, there's always the dudes who are actually trying to do good. That seem to be going through the most in life, bro. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, the niggas who don't give a fuck, it's like,
yeah, they
be living, bro.
Bro, we get all the bitter ass, weird ass baby mamas when it comes to like being a good dad, but all these, bitch ass niggas that don't take care of their kids, they get good baby mamas. Like, all I want you to do is just be there for your kids. You ain't gotta do this, and this. And then there's other niggas that be struggling. Like, why this bitch be on my fucking line worried about what the fuck I'm doing when I'm sticking my dick at? Like, bitch, we are no longer together. Like, what the fuck? You be married and some other shit, and they be worried about you. I don't be understanding that shit. They want to flip the script on you, be like, no, it was all you. Then they worried about the girlfriend. I'll be like, bruh, like.
Bro, it's like, when I hear him talk, it's like I'm hearing him talk about my life. It's like,
I'm like.
Hey, at the end of the day, though, here's the crazy part, though, bro. Like, what I realize is, like, the best thing you can do in those situations is literally take responsibility for your part of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, I don't even want to ever walk around feeling like a victim or whatever. I know it's shit that I did that, like, contributed to the situation I'm in. For example, like, with Shorty, baby moms who's tripping right now. She doing the same shit as you, court, and, like, lying in court and doing all that crazy stuff. She doing all that right now with me, right? But when I met her, I catch little lies. I catch a little weird stuff that she said. I'm like, bro, that's not true.
Right,
but I'm letting that slide. Like, I'm letting things slide. I'm letting, I'm thinking how we could work through certain things, and, like, it wasn't that, bro. It's like, it was really just poor judgment.
Right,
So at the end of the day, I can't even really be too upset. I just gotta handle the situation for what I made it. You know what I mean? But what do you think you've learned from some of these lessons, like some of the things that you've gone through?
One thing I definitely learned is find a bitch that got at least a high school diploma. Please, man. Please find you a bitch that at least is educated. On my mama, like, these bitches nowadays don't be educated, you feel what I'm saying? They just feel like it's cool to drop out of school, and then it's like, once you get grown, you drop out of school, what you gonna do? Like, these bitches be cool with, going back and forth to jail and shit like that. They, I ain't gonna say, like, I'm not against prostitution, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not. However you get your money is however you get your money, you feel what I'm saying? But at least, get your education, you feel what I'm saying? Because there be bitches that really be just dumb as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Thinking they know everything, and then once they really get out into this world, they be looking retarded, slow as a motherfucker. It's like, and you be like, damn, bitch, like, what the fuck did I find you? Like, I don't understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing I will always say is find the educated bitch. Like, find an educated girl, because bitches nowadays, they just think it's cool to, drop out of school, sell that coochie, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna get the money. Yeah, it's gonna definitely get you paid for sure. But niggas like bitches with a brain cell, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and then for how long? And then if you ain't got the brain structure, then like, what are you doing with the money? How are you gonna grow?
exactly, how you gonna move? Like, and that's the problem. Like, bitches be doing this prostitution shit, and they just want to do it for life. No, that's not the goal. Prostitution is to help you get to your end goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there be bitches that be, stripping, and stripping, I ain't gonna lie, stripping to me is considered prostitution. Like, me and my girl talk about that shit all the time.
Like, it's the same thing.
It is. It really is.
You're a sex worker. You're selling
exactly.
Sex.
You're selling sex. You're selling the fantasy to these men. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these bitches that be doing that shit, they be trying to put themselves through school, whether it's like medical school, you know what I'm saying, dental school. They trying to put themselves somewhere where they can elevate, where they don't have to do that shit no more. Yeah. And these bitches that be really glorifying this shit ain't got a backup plan. That's why they be mad when they folks ain't, doing what they supposed to be doing to make them elevate. They ready to separate. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, evaluate your folks, and please evaluate your bitch. Make sure she got a goal. Make sure she got an end goal after this prostitution end. Because once you get to a certain age, nigga, your coochie gonna stop selling. You can't be selling pussy until you're 40 years old. On the dead homies, you can't. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
That
like,
motherfucker got an expiration date.
That shit got an expiration date. You know what I'm saying? That car gonna break down eventually. You feel me? So it's like, bro, you might as well just go ahead and figure out what you want to do with your career. Like, even if you want to be a travel nurse, you know what I'm saying? Going to the military, something.
Nails, you want to open the nail shop. You want to open a hair shop. Right? Let's put the plan together. You feel me?
Exactly.
But it's like, a lot of people don't have that foresight, and then they're working with people that don't got that foresight. But I don't want to even put it straight to that. It's just like, regardless of what you're doing,
exactly,
it doesn't matter what you're doing. If you got a 9 to 5 and you working at Dollarama,
exactly. You don't want to work that dollar. You don't want to work that 9 to 5 forever, bro. Like, on some real G shit. Whether you're a nigga, a bitch, you know what I'm saying. I have nothing against 9 to 5. I worked a 9 to 5 myself. You know what I'm saying. And it's like, what are you gonna do with that 9 to 5? Are you gonna stack your bread to get your career? Is that 9 to 5 gonna put you where you want to be in 10 years? You know what I'm saying. Like, I got a lot of female partners, that be doing regular 9 to 5s, and they get to where they going real fast. And faster than these hoe bitches do. Yeah. So it's like, what is your end goal? Exactly.
They got a plan and they follow it.
Exactly. Yeah. And a lot of bitches don't be having no goals. A lot of niggas don't have no goals. They just glorify the bread and want to wear Mary jeans and purple jeans, have all the jewelry. Like, they want to live the fancy lifestyle to come with it, but that shit gonna run out. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you don't got no education, especially if you don't got no end goals. Cause what are you gonna do when you stop hoeing or you stop pimping and you got kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you gonna do then? How are you gonna supply for those kids? Because at the end of the day, them kids need medical plans, dental plans, they need education, they need college funds, all type of shit. So it's like, what are you gonna do when it comes to that type of shit? Are you gonna still be trying to pimp and pay off college tuition? Because college tuition is expensive, nigga. Like, oh my mama, that shit is expensive as a motherfucker.
Struggling on that, man.
Bro, niggas be coming out with student loans and then wonder why they can't get certain shit, why they can't get housing and all type of shit because those student loans are so backed up, because that shit hits your credit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't be having good credit scores, bitches don't be having good credit scores because of the student loans. So it's like, that's what that college tuition is paid for. Push your kids to get scholarships. I'm gonna tell my kids whether I have my own business or not, like, I'm not paying for college. So then it's gonna push you, okay, I gotta get that scholarship. Especially nowadays, these little niggas be getting NIL deals, all type of shit straight out of high school. Nigga, y'all got more money than I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta figure out what you're gonna do with your kids, what the future is gonna hold, because at the end of the day, some point, some shit gotta end. You not gonna be like back in the days.
I don't even think that's like a financial thing either. I think like whether you're wealthy or whether you ain't got it, I feel like that should be your mentality, and that's what you should feed your kids, because it's like, it puts them in the mindset from since they're young, like, hey, I gotta get my own.
Exactly.
Like, I really gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. Like, you can't just depend on daddy. Like,
exactly.
Depend on mommy. It's like,
exactly.
Like, look, we gonna be here for you when you fall. You got a safe place to, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bounce back from. But you gonna have to figure this life shit out. You gonna have to figure out how you want to win.
Exactly.
On your own.
For sure. Yeah. Shaq said that shit about his kids. He told his kids, he was like, nigga, I'm rich. Y'all not rich. Y'all not wealthy. Y'all ain't none of that shit. Like, I got this shit on my own. So it's like, I can give you the keys to make sure you're successful. Yeah. But it's like, if you're not gonna put the work in, I'm not finna sit here and hand it to you. Get off your ass and go make something shake. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, a lot of these kids in these generations, now that they get NIL deals, you know, a lot of them are going in the right direction, but then you got some of these bitches and some of these little kids that ain't got no direction at all. So then when they get grown, they start to fall. They start to rely on gangbanging. They start to rely on pimping. They start to rely on hoeing. And it's like, y'all can't do all that, you know what I'm saying? Once you get to a certain age, that shit gonna be dead as fuck.
And then there's only so many people that are good at it. Anyhow, like,
exactly.
Like everybody think they gonna be Magic Don Juan, and then niggas is still like living check to check. You know
exactly.
What I mean?
Exactly.
The chick they working with ain't focused. She doing everything but making money.
Man, she be off drugs. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of headache. It doesn't matter. Like, this is what I'm saying. No matter what you choose, it's gonna be challenges and roadblocks in that motherfucker. So it's like, you really just gotta choose what you want your stress to be.
Exactly. It's up to you. It's literally up to you. Like, I tell myself all the time when it comes to like music or even whatever I want to do, it's like, you know, this is my dream, this is my goal. Nobody's obligated to help me get to my success but me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't be going out asking for handouts like, hey, bro, can you put me on to this? Bro, can you put me on that? Girl, I need you to host so I can get this. No, like, get on your feet and make it happen on yourself, so no bitch can ever say, oh, I did this for you, or I did that, and I can take it away from you, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that shit get irritating as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I was with my first baby mom for 7 years. I can't stand that bitch on a dead homies. Like, nigga, like, that bitch is slow. I swear before Christ, that bitch is so slow. It's like, I'm gonna be understanding it, and then my second baby mom, just how slow as she is, it's like slow and slower, and I'll be like, damn, this is dumb and dumber. Like, and then I'll be looking at myself like, fuck, I done fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. That's the important part, though, bro. Like, it's like, yeah, we can sit here, we can criticize the mothers of our children all we want, but it's like, at the end of the day, we selected them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, we fucked up. So,
like,
there's growth that needs to be taking place on our part, too.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's why my EP is called Lesson Learned, because I've learned a lot of lessons, you know, throughout my life and shit like that, you know. That's
what are some of the stuff that you address on the album that, you know, you think people would be interested in hearing?
Man, it's like, you know, I addressed that family really ain't, like, you got to build your own family at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, people gonna call you family, people gonna call you brother, people gonna call you sister, and it's like, are you really my sister? Are you really my brother? Are you really here to really help me elevate? Are you gonna add, or are you just gonna subtract? You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna subtract, but I don't need you. You know what I'm saying? My kids subtract from me. So those are the only motherfuckers that can, you know, subtract from me is my children. But if you're not here to add, if you're not here to push, you know what I'm saying, help me build an empire so I can take care of everybody, what do I need you around for? What's
your best way of determining if somebody's around to add or if they're there to subtract? Like, what methods have you developed of, like, analyzing that type of shit?
I feel like even if I just ask somebody, just be like, you know, say I ain't got $1, and I'm gonna ask them, like, hey, you got $1 for me? Like, can you help me out with this? Or you trying to go to the studio, you trying to do this, you trying to, you know, do something for me at a point where I know, okay, if I fall down, you still gonna ride. You know what I'm saying? They're like, how I knew my girl right now, how I knew she was a straight rider, like, I ain't gonna lie, I was homeless. You feel what I'm saying? Like, ain't had shit to my name like that. I was still working a 9 to 5, you know, making shit shake. But that shit runs out when you hotel to hotel. You feel me? Before she went to, you know, her Job Corps and shit like that, she gave me a whole band and was like, I'm giving this to you so you can take care of yourself because I'm finna be taking care of that Job Corps. And right there, that's when I knew I can, like, she solidified. It's not the fact that she gave me that band, it's the fact that you looking out for me, you know what I'm saying, when nobody else could, and I didn't even ask you to. So if I know that you gonna look out for me without me asking, you solidified in my book. I'm rocking with you. Because that shows loyalty, and I'm big on loyalty because a lot of motherfuckers don't got loyalty nowadays.
Nah, that's facts. Here's the trick bag though, as far as that's concerned. That was the position that I was at mentally before the last chick that I met.
Right.
And I don't want to disrespect Shorty or talk nothing bad about her because she's a good chick. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever, it didn't work out. That's cool. But at the end of the day, I was analyzing the same way. I'm like, okay, I'm not taking this serious until I see that this person's actually committed in some type of way. Like, they're gonna make a step to show me that, like, they're all the way in.
Because bitches wake up with different feelings every day.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But, like, here's the trick bag, bro. A couple people might know, but Shorty dropped 6 bands, bro.
Right.
You feel me? She dropped 6 bands to help me get established at that new spot.
Right.
You feel me? And then she still took off. Like, you feel me? Dropped the 6 bands and then was like, yo, I don't want to do this no more. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it wasn't even like, it wasn't even the relationship part. She committed to staying here doing something, and she wasn't ready for it mentally. Like, I remember when I never asked her for the bread either.
Right.
Never asked her for the bread. She was like, yo, that's what you want to do? I'm like, yeah. She's like, yo, I'm gonna put the money down. I'm like, are you sure? You good? Like, they're like, yo, I'm gonna put you, I got you. This is our plan. We gonna do this together. Right. Soon as the plan starts rolling, it's like certain things. I told her, I was like, look, as soon as you make this decision, when you start moving, life is gonna test you. So life is gonna start throwing roadblocks in the way, like, okay, this is what you wanna be. You wanna be a boss, you wanna be a business owner. All right, here's some challenges. Let's see if you can handle it.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna have to be mentally ready to know that this lifestyle that you're accustomed to, you're gonna have to downgrade it for a little bit before it upgrades again.
Exactly.
As soon as those downgrades started hitting, she shook up. She wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, and that's definitely true. You know, not everybody is built for the success that, you know, you're trying to build. You know, it sounds good. You know what I'm saying? To them, it sounds good. So a lot of them, they'll be like, oh yeah, I'll help you. But once shit start getting shaky, it's like, you know, I ain't signed up for this type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing. It's like, bro, so now how, because in my mind, a person who drops like 6 racks on a dream, that's a person that's like solid. That's a person that's ready to, you could build with that person.
For sure.
So like, now I'm looking at it like, what do I do? Like, what do I do from here to even evaluate a person and put together the proper, you know what I mean? Like, where the fuck did I fuck up on this one?
What one of my homies told me, I swear to God, he was like, I make myself seem like I ain't got shit. Like, I'm a dust bucket. Like, the shit I'm going through is hard as fuck. And if you stay around while my shit is hard, that's how I know you solidified also.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my shorty right now, like, we going through it with my other 2 baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make shit work. Like, they've been trying to put my shorty in jail, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, there's times I'm telling her, like, you know, I understand if you want to bop. Like, there's hella bitches that I've came across. I'll be like, you know, your situation a little bit too much for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is that she's still sticking around to fight for it because she see the elevation in you. That's what makes that person solidified. If they really gonna stick around when that shit gets grimy through the mud, you know what I'm saying? When niggas is dropping tears and need somebody to hold on to, cry to, you know what I'm saying? You still right there and you that nigga's shoulder to cry on. You solidified in my book because a lot of bitches don't like that. A lot of bitches can't pick up where you left off, and that's the whole point of a relationship. It's like, if I'm falling, baby, you gotta be able to pick me up. You know what I'm saying? Just like if you falling, you know what I'm saying? I have to pick you up. I gotta make sure you taken care of. I gotta make sure you doing everything you're supposed to be doing. So then that way you're great. You know what I'm saying?
What are some of your favorite songs off of the project?
I ain't gonna lie, I got a couple. Like, I fuck with Face Tap, Lesson Learned, of course.
Yeah, we did the
Inside Stories, because it's like, Inside Stories is more deeper and personal level on me about what's been going on, you know, in my life, in my situation, as far as like custody battles and shit like that, you know. What my closest family members has done to me, you know what I'm saying, to fuck me over and shit like that. So those are definitely my top 3. And, you know, Demons, for sure, like, that's more of a hyphy song. That's more of like a club banger, you know what I'm saying? That shit goes crazy. I performed it in a couple places and I've been getting a lot of good feedback. I've been having people tell me that they want to hop on like a little remix for it. And then I got one that with Eddie Mack, RGZ, you know what I'm saying? That's Op Nigga. But, you know, we got to tweak a little bit of shit on that one. I don't think that one's going to go on that one. I think I'm probably just going to drop it by itself. because it's, you know, a lot of last minute shit that's been going on. So those are definitely my top 4 for sure, due to the fact that it's literally my life. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these rappers, they don't be rapping what they really live. You know what I'm saying? They be capping in their rap. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. It's entertainment. It's for entertainment purposes only. That's cool. That's fine. That's dandy. But when they really see you in the streets, it's like, nigga, you're really not like that. You know what I'm saying? So why rap about life that you don't live? You know what I'm saying? There's people that be getting that top-notch artists to this day. You know what I'm saying? Big name artists that be like, but you're not really like that. You ain't really did certain shit to tell yourself, oh yeah, I've been doing this. You be lying in your rap just to, you know, get views and shit like that. Me personally, I don't be giving a fuck about views. Like, to be honest, music is just my therapy. You know what I'm saying? So I know if I'm going through some certain shit, I know other niggas is going through certain shit. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like my music will be able to relate to certain motherfuckers. So then they'd be like, okay, yeah, he went through that type of shit. So how did he go about it? You know what I'm saying? How was he able to handle it? You feel what I'm saying? Because not everybody's road is easy. You know what I'm saying? I had a homie call me, tell me he going through the same shit I'm going through. And he was ready to off himself. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's deep.
Before I called him, and he was like, bro, I was ready to go. Like, I'm glad you told me to, you know, I'm glad you talked to me, because it could have been my last day. And I hate hearing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because nobody knows what other people are really going through unless you really sit there and pick up that phone and call them like, hey, bro, like, tap in, like, what's really going on? You might be able to save a life. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot.
Deep,
it's a lot, bro.
That's real, bro. Because it's like, especially as men, it's like nobody really checks on us. It's like we just out here. And we just expected to handle shit, like just keep it rolling, keep it pushing them.
Exactly. There's a lot of single fathers out here, and you know, a lot of single fathers don't get no help. I got a lot of partners that are single fathers that don't get no government assistance, that don't get no cash aid, get no food stamps. You know, they expect us to get it out of our ass, out of our dick. You know what I'm saying? They expect us to get it, find a way to get it and make it happen. Meanwhile, you know, women, they be like, oh yeah, I'm a single mother. Oh, you get cash aid, housing, you get all type of shit, bro. Like, you be like, what the fuck? Like, what program is, oh, I'm in this program. You call that program, you be like, nah, I ain't got nothing for you.
Yeah,
like, damn, it be fucked up, bro. It really be fucked up how they do us niggas, bro. How they do us black, not even just black men, like how they do men in general, you know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of men that ain't niggas that really be trying to make shit happen for their kids and they can't. Meanwhile, there's women that get different treatment. Like, niggas will come out of nowhere, I'll help you raise your kids and da-da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? But then a female come and want to see and try to help you raise your kids, they be like, nah, P, you got too much baby mama drama and all that extra shit. Like, I've been through all of that type of shit. I've been through all type of women that would tell me, you know, oh yeah, I want to help you raise your kids, this, and that. But then once shit gets tough, because, you know, my baby mama on some weird shit, then it's like, nah, I gotta step away, you know what I'm saying?
That's facts. That's what happened with Shorty, bro.
Yeah,
she was like, I was like, hey man, I laid it all out from the beginning. I got this going on, this is my situation. Like, I don't know if you trying to, hey man, I'm here for you. I got you. I blah blah. The talk is cheap though.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Talk is cheap.
My cousin told me, he was like, you can't be a sound good ass motherfucker. Like, you can't be like, if you're gonna do something, put it full forth effort. Like, put in all the effort for it, because anybody can say, I can do this, and it's gonna sound good. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, is you really gonna be a sound good ass nigga or a sound good ass bitch, or you gonna put that action behind the words that you speaking? You know what I'm saying? Because it be hard. I'm not gonna sit up here and say it ain't. I've had bitches that had kids, and I try to help them make sure their kids are straight. You know what I'm saying? And they baby daddy be like, oh, this, and this. And I'll be like, well, if you want your bitch back, you want your family back, come get him. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing to me. I promise I got my own shit to worry about. Like, I don't be pressed about no bitch's baby daddy about nothing. Like, if that's how you feel, that's what you want, you know what I'm saying? You want your family back, try to get your family back. It's up to the bitch. At the end of the day, the bitch want to be with you, she gonna be with you. Just like the nigga. You got bitches that would be like, oh yeah, go get your family back, But the bitch try to come get her family back, and the nigga not having it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's niggas that would never go back to their baby mamas. And, you know, we get dragged for that type of shit. Like, oh, them niggas still be fucking their baby mamas and shit like that. And it's like, No, nigga, like
Yeah,
some of us be like, nah, we good, bro. We good. We good as fuck off that shit.
Straight.
Like, I'm hella straight. I be telling them like, bro, I'm hella straight off this shit. Like, I don't need her, none of that shit. You feel what I'm saying? But that's neither here or there. It's just like the principle of the situation. It's like, don't be a sound good ass motherfucker. Like, if you know you can't handle that type of shit, keep that shit up front and be like, we can rock, we can fuck around. But you know,
that's what I'm saying. Just be authentic, man. And
exactly.
My big thing with everybody, just like be yourself, man.
Exactly.
Don't pretend to be something you're not.
Exactly. You know? I'm not telling you gotta play a stepmom role. I'm not trying to play a
ain't nobody
stepdad role.
From you. Just like don't overpromise. Like
exactly. I got hella partners that be like, you know, I love her kids, bro. Like treat their kids like it's mine. I'll be like, salute to you. Like that's what you're supposed to do. If you don't get in a relationship with somebody that has kids, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, it's not just the person you taking on, you gotta take them kids in too. So that means you stepping up to take care of all the bullshit that the kids are gonna throw at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna be kids that gonna be like, I fucking hate you, I can't stand you, you're not my dad, you're not my mom, all type of shit. I ain't gonna lie, I was one of those kids. Dead homies. I was one of those kids. I used to cuss my stepdad out like, nigga, fuck you. Like, you're not my dad. And he'd be like, I'm the one who putting this roof over your head. Nigga, I'll bop. Nigga, what you want to do? You feel what I'm saying? But it's like, as I got older, I'm like, you know, I appreciate that, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, as I got older, I appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he taught me some things that my own father didn't teach me. I didn't have no real dad growing up, you know what I'm saying? Like, my stepdad, he was cool and shit like that. Him and my mom kind of got along, but, you know, they didn't really fuck around with each other until, honestly, I was like 15, 16, like that's when they really locked in. You know what I'm saying? My mom was doing some weird shit, faggot shit, you know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna speak on that. But at the end of the day, it's like, you know, there are some father figures that, you know, really want to help look out for certain kids, especially where we live at in San Diego. You know, out here in San Diego, you ain't got no dad. Niggas is going for like gang banging, pimping, and all extra shit. Same for females. If you ain't got no guidance or you ain't got no dad that you can love, you gonna turn to the first nigga that you know feel like love you, not that you gonna look at as dad. It can be a pimp, it can be a gang member, it can be a regular ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? But he don't got your best interest at heart. So you gotta find a person that's gonna have your best interest at heart, and also make sure you're successful. Like make sure you're successful, because if he ain't got nothing going for you, if you can't tell him like, look, in 5 years I wanna have this, let that man go. If you tell, same for the females though. Like, I mean, same for the niggas. Like, if you tell your bitch like, look, shawty, I need this within the next 5 years. Like, I'm trying to do this. You either gonna build with me or you gonna get left behind. Like, if she can't do that for you, or she can't stick around to make sure that you elevate, and then it's best to separate. I promise you, it's gonna save you a lot of headache, because what's the whole point of sticking around?
It's interesting. Like, it's like, I hear what you're saying, but it's like almost, I feel like the last thing you should do is like ever tell a female what your goals and your dreams are. That should be like the last thing, bro. Cause like, let me tell you something about females. They're good at listening.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
They're good at absorbing information. And
most definitely.
They're good at presenting themselves in the way that they hear that, like, you know, they're good at hearing what you want and presenting themselves as that.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
So
no
I
cap.
feel like as a man, the first thing you should do is ask a female what her goals.
Exactly.
How she intends on getting there. And if she ain't got no plan, man,
let her ass go.
Yeah,
That's exactly. Like, I've come across hella females, and I'll ask them like, what's your goals and aspirations? Yeah. And if you can't tell me your goals and aspirations, I'm not fucking with you. I swear to God, I'm not. Like, but that's the mature me. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it came to my first two baby mamas, I ain't asking all that shit. I was with my first baby mama when I was 16, 17 years old. You know, I wasn't even with my second baby mama. You know, shit just happened. I ain't going to lie to you. Like, I'm going to keep it all the way a buck. There was no relationship there. I should have wore rubber and all that type of shit. But, hey, you know, a nigga fuck up every now and then. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is.
Especially when you young, bro.
On God. Well, I was 22. You feel what I'm saying? 22, 23. You feel what I'm saying?
Chances, boy.
So, exactly. So, that's why I fucked up at for sure. But, you know, now that I got my girl now, you know, she's the mother of my last two kids, my first daughter. The first thing I asked her, you know, was, what do you want to do? Like, what is your dreams and aspirations, and what do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? You feel what I'm saying? She was able to tell me like, okay, I want to be this, and this. I'm like, okay, I like that. That's what I like to hear. You know what I'm saying? I like to see that you have goals and aspirations to get somewhere, and because some of these motherfuckers don't, bro. They don't know what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? They feel everybody want to be a nail tech, everybody want to, you know, have a salon, but it's like, like you said, be authentic. Stop following everybody foot to foot because some person did it. Because not everybody's journey is the same.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So when she told me her goal and aspiration, I said, okay, it was time for me to move around and do some shit to the point where I can make it happen for her. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, give me 1 second, bro. Hello?
Live in the vault.
Hey, what's happening, bro? How you doing?
Who there?
It's Drew.
Oh, Drew, bro, you caught me in the middle of the interview. So what's up, homie?
Shit, my fault. I ain't trying to interrupt you. I'm in the studio, so we trying to get shit handled right now. I'm trying to see if you still gonna send that shit over to me.
Oh yeah, for surely. Hey, bro,
We just recorded it.
my boy Drew, you know what I'm saying? He coming out with something fire on my mama. He coming out with something fire. I gotta stay tuned for my boy Drew Burgundy. He coming out with some hot shit. But yeah, I got you. I'm finishing that shit right over to you right after I finish this interview. I got you, big dog.
I appreciate you, bro. My fault. I ain't trying to press you. I ain't trying to interrupt that shit either. I'm gonna be heading up out of here real soon. So.
No, I got you.
Do what you can, please.
Yep, I got you.
Handle your shit. Peace.
All right, good looking.
Yeah. Yeah, business always taking place, man. Movies
Always, bro.
made.
Always.
We just actually did the hook that bro's calling for us, so that's kind of funny. We just recorded it like what, fucking half an hour ago.
Bro, man, I'm telling you, we just did that shit, and that shit gonna be fire. Like, that shit gonna be fire as fuck.
sure.
That shit gonna go crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, show.
Like, it's just, but like I said, bro, like, you know, like I said, my girl, she doing what she's supposed to do, and when she told me what she wanted, you know what I'm saying, I transferred I'm not gonna say I, changed my dream, but I definitely changed my lifestyle. That's one thing I can say is I changed my lifestyle to a point where it'll be able to fit her and what she needs from me, not just for me as a man, but for me as her man, you know what I'm saying? So I can put her in a better position, my kids in a better position, so we can all win, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way it's supposed to go, because in this world you can't be selfish, especially when you with someone you love, you know what I'm saying? Like, it gotta be,
especially as a father, man. You
exactly.
Lay out
Exactly.
for your kids and stuff, so that they can make it
exactly.
further to wherever you go. They should be able to pass that point.
Exactly.
Because of the information and the knowledge and the roadmap that you provided for them.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, like, this shit be getting crazy. Bro. It gets crazy to a certain extent, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta make sure that she's taken care of, because, bro, she'll fuck around and spaz. Because she'll feel like you're not putting her dreams first, you feel what I mean? Like, she'll be like, you're just doing this for yourself, and you're not putting in no effort into me. That's what makes the busy want to move around. You feel what I'm saying? That'd be the crazy shit about it. You know what I'm saying? That'd be the crazy shit about it.
So lessons learned, man.
Lesson learned for sure. Lesson learned.
When's the date that's dropping?
So like I said, the date for that dropping, I'm trying to get that shit dropped by, January 4th, but you know how Disho Kid be acting, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Disho Kid, I fuck with you.
Well, you just said January 4th?
Oh, my bad, June 4th. Oh, I'm tripping, my bad, I'm rapping.
I'm like, God damn, this nigga got one hell of a release date, bro.
I can't.
A whole year this nigga tried.
If I was gonna do that, man, I might as well have dropped the whole motherfucking album if that was the case. But nah, this EP is gonna be June 4th.
How many tracks?
It's gonna have at least 10, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna have some hot shit, it's gonna have some club shit, for sure. It's definitely gonna have some stories that, other motherfuckers, just not myself, been going through, can definitely relate to, because shit does get tricky in this lifestyle, in this field of life, because not everybody has the proper guidance, not everybody be going through the same shit, but people that do be going through the same shit, it's like, how can I handle this? There are people that be ready to off themselves because they can't handle the pressure. You know what I'm saying? When that pressure gets so much, it's like a pipe. That pressure builds up, and then it busts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why, my shit is called Lesson Learned, because I've learned a lot of fucking lessons where you would think, like, man, if I was in your shoes, I would be doing this. A lot of motherfuckers in my shoes would crash out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I tell myself all the time, you know, God's not gonna give me no more than I can handle. So therefore, if I can handle this, that means it's meant for me to handle. So it's up to me on what I'm gonna do. How am I gonna channel it, and how am I gonna present it back and be like, I was able to get through this. I know somebody else can get through this too. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts. Man, same shit, brother. I'm trying to tell you, like, I be telling people, I'm like, yo, bro, people see me smiling, walking around and shit. I'm like, man, if y'all knew that half of what I have to actually do on a daily basis just to still be here.
For sure.
Just to still be in a position where y'all could call me and fucking book studio time or holler at me for a video. Like, if y'all even knew what I gotta do just to, you know what I mean, and the shit that I'm going through, and like to fight to see my baby, and wicked, my nigga.
It is. It's wicked. It's like, it's scandalous for sure. It's definitely scandalous. You know what I'm saying? Like, my girl asked me, she was like, "Why you be looking sad?" I'm like, "I'm not looking sad. That's just my normal face." You know what I'm saying? She was like, "Smile a little bit." I was like, "Okay, you know, I'll smile a little bit," but you feel me? It's just like this world be so crazy. Your mind start racing and you start thinking like, okay, is this person making sure my kids are taken care of? You got hundreds, thousands of worries that, you know, you be trying to tell yourself, I can't worry about that. But then
just creeps back up. You be like, you be sitting down like you just moved your mind from some shit, and then you be sitting down trying to think about some next shit. Next thing you know, you think about this shit again. You like, how the fuck I started even thinking about this? I was just good,
bro. And I had to tell my girl, like, you know, my thoughts be talking to me. Like, sometimes I'll be sitting and just chilling, and then I'll be having thoughts, and my mind talks. Like, it talks loud. It's not quiet. It's loud. They want to be heard. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Especially like. That's why I started. That's why I was smoking weed, bro. Like, I'll smoke weed to quiet the voices in my head, because not like I ain't got no mental issues or nothing like that. I'm not schizophrenic or nothing like that. It's just the shit that I've been through. It's like, how can I silence the crowd? You know what I'm saying? And once I found that way,
for me, bro. Anytime I smoke, I start thinking more. Like, I start thinking about everything. I'll be like, fuck.
Man, and you know why? Like, I don't do that. It's because I ain't gonna lie. Like, I used to be so fucking high. Like, I would smoke back to back woods, like, to make sure that my mind is not
functioning.
Yeah, it's not even just like functioning. It's like just shut it up. Like, just shut it down. Like, I used to have problems sleeping. Like, I used to work, and, you know, in the little DPs where I would have dreams, nigga, I'm getting hit by feds, all type of shit. Like, just a whole bunch of fed charges. Like, it would be. I've had dreams about that type of shit, and it's like, there's no other way I can like get those dreams away unless like I move around, move different. So it's like, they say God gonna talk to you. If he can't hear you, like, if he can't talk to you while you're awake, he gonna talk to you in your dreams for sure. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of times I have to wake myself up out of cold sweats. Like, I wouldn't shoot at no police officer. I'm not finna get no shoot out with no cop. Like, death by suicide by a cop. Hell no, I'm not going out like that. So I would have to wake myself up and smoke a fat wood, clear my mind and shit like that. But now that I don't smoke weed, you know, I be hitting a little foggish and shit like that. But that shit don't be helping. But at the end of the day, just looking at my babies, that's what helps clear my mind, because just like, you know, I gotta make sure I'm living for them. I gotta make sure I'm taking care of them, because if I'm not there to take care of them and I'm leaving their mama by themselves, you know what I'm saying? Like, who they gonna have to help protect them, provide for them, all type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Right. She's my backbone, I'm her backbone, so therefore, if you can't help your backbone take care of the empire, what the fuck are you building the empire for?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's supposed to be passed down to generations and generations, and then you teach your kids, like, this is how you move around. Because once my son gets old enough, you know what I'm saying? He's only 1 right now. You feel what I'm saying? He'll be 2 in January, but it's like, eventually he gonna come across like a BZ that be like, one of his baby mamas might be on some weird shit too. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be like, Dad, how did you handle them? I'm like, well, look, son, you either go to court, handle it that way, you know what I'm saying? If y'all can't handle it, you know, without the court system, handle it with the court system. And if you can't handle it with the court system, then just move around because
They say he prepared, man.
Bro,
because,
I gotta.
There's a playbook that is being enacted right now.
Yeah,
for
man.
Fathers that want to see their children. There's a playbook that is being enacted right now, and a lot of women. I don't want to say this woman's lying or this woman's not, but I'm saying it's a little too consistent that every time a father tries to go for custody, these women try and put restraining orders or obscene charges on them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's somebody out there, some little lawyer or something said, hey man, look, if you don't even want to deal with the custody, this is how you do it, blah, blah, blah. And these females are passing that information to each other and trying to like, you know,
right, especially on TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm not against nothing on TikTok, bro. Yeah. I promise you I'm not. Me and my girl will sit there, watch TikTok. We'll sit there reenact dances on TikTok, all type of shit. I'm not going to sit here and be like, I'm a host, you know, gangsta and shit. Like, no. But on TikTok, there are females that be like, if you put your baby daddy on, you know, on the birth certificate, he's not going to have access to your kids. I'm going to tell you, I'm looking in the camera, that's a motherfucking lie right there. because I'm not on my first son's, you know, birth certificate and I still got access to him, you know what I'm saying? It's hell and hot water, you know what I'm saying, when you go into the court system and shit like that. But at the end of the day, like, there's females on there that be really trying to, like, make sure that women are just the single mothers, and then they be mad that they single mothers. Like, why are you mad that you're a single mother? And when you ask for this shit, you complain on the internet how much you don't have no motherfucking help, but the baby daddy's trying to be there. You know what I'm saying? It'll be different if you got a deadbeat baby daddy that ain't trying to do nothing for the kids. Like, you call him and be like, hey, he needs some Pampers or she needs some Pampers, and you like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? That's totally different. You feel what I'm saying? But then if there's that baby father that's like, you know, just drop him off over to my house and I'm gonna take care of him, you know what I'm saying? Why give that man such a hard time?
Right.
Why give him such a hard time? Because if you give that man a hard time, like, then he really not gonna want to be around. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's really about control at the end
exactly.
They just want control. They want
no cap.
Be able to make you feel some type of way anytime they want. They
on God.
Be able to tell you how, because they know as men that's like the worst thing for us. That like you like telling us, moving us here, moving us there.
Yeah.
You can only have him for this amount of time, or you can only chill with her for this amount of time, and you can only be over here with her. And it's like, bro, that is my kid. Like, just let me spend time with my child, bro. Like, stop trying to police everything I'm doing.
Exactly. And that's like, a lot of females, they just want to police everything that niggas be doing, and it's like, you just said you had your own man. Like, if you just said you had your own man, if you literally just said you had your own man, why the fuck are you worried about what the fuck I'm doing? That makes no fucking sense. I swear to God it don't. Like, I never understood that shit. Like, I swear to God, bitches be married and be like, oh, I'm not worried about my baby daddy. Oh, that's his new baby mama. Oh, that's his new baby mama. Like, damn, bitch. Like, I promise you.
Still be mad.
Be mad as a motherfucker.
They want some type of control, want to hurt you in some type of way.
Bro.
I don't even feel the same way, bro. Like, all of this stuff I'm doing at court right now and fighting and everything, if I get my full custody like I'm going for, I'm not gonna stop her from seeing my daughter.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna let her see her. She gotta be supervised because she's already ran off of other kids. Like, she had kids and ran off, and then police had to find her, and then, you know what I mean?
Trust me, yes, but I'm living in it right now. You know what I'm saying? I've tried to let my baby mama get 50-50 custody of my son. She ran off from him the first time. You know what I'm saying? So now she didn't fucked around, sent my son to a whole different state, got him started in school, all type of shit. My mama got a restraining order on me so I can never see my son. It's just a whole bunch of scandalous shit that, you know what I'm saying, that if I tell myself all the time, if my grandma was alive, or if, like, my great-grandma, let me rephrase that, my great-grandma was still alive, or if my grandma was to do the shit that, you know, my mom's doing to me, I promise you she wouldn't be able, she would fold, she'll break down, you know what I'm saying? But when you're a nigga, you can't break down. You gotta be able to stand 10 toes by yourself, because at the end of the day, them kids is dependent on you not to break down, you know what I'm saying, not to fold. But then there's so much pressure on you know what I'm saying, because not just you going through it, it fucks up not just you, it fucks up your whole household. Keep it all the way up, but it fucks up the whole motherfucking household to the point where it's like your shorty can start feeling a little different. You know what I'm saying? Your shorty can start feeling this way, that way, because you know, other shit that she's going through with you. You got to be that person's peace, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
you gotta have peace of mind for that other person, especially if they going through that shit. Like I said, it's not just, you know, fathers. There's baby mamas that be going through the same shit, and their baby daddies want to keep the kids from them and shit like that.
Yeah.
All type of shit, you know what I'm saying? The baby mama be trying to fight to get their kid back, and, you know, the baby daddy just want to be bitter. You feel what I'm saying? I've come across
it's
bitches
not
like
a man
that.
or woman thing. It's just a foul individual
Exactly,
thing.
it's about exactly. And motherfuckers are foul individuals. Motherfuckers are scandalous out here. You know what I'm saying? So, my best like advice to give anybody is like either wait till you really married to solidify everything before having kids, or nigga, wrap your willy up, bitch, be on birth control. On my mama, because like if you nutting the wrong bitch or the wrong bitch carrying your baby, like you gonna be forever grateful for the baby. You know, cap. Like, I'm forever grateful for all of my kids. I just regret who I had them with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if I would have known, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, 10 plus years later, I'll be going through this shit, I promise you I would have never skidded in them. Swear to God. I'll keep it all the way a buck. I would never have, bro. I would have, you know, I would have moved a little differently. I would have kicked that bitch to the curb, you know what I'm saying? I would have did a lot of shit differently, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I tell...
Shout out my first baby mom, bro. I don't even want to like look. I want to shout her out because I used to think she was the worst. I want to shout her out. You are the realest, like, bro. Like she was like, listen, she was out. Don't get it twisted. We had a lot of issues, but one thing she never did, she never lied.
Right.
She never tried to get me in trouble with the police.
Right.
And she ain't never tried to keep my kids away from me.
Hey, she's a real one.
The same with her. Like,
that's rare to find. You know what I'm saying? That is super rare to find because there's bitches that will literally like use their kids as pawns. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then use the system against you.
It's like, bro. Exactly.
Foul, man.
Exactly. It's
but
like
karma pays for itself, bro.
Oh yeah, indeed. Like my mom did the same shit to my dad. Like, you know, use us as pawns. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Knowing my dad was, you know, in Afghanistan, military, all that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? You can't be around them. You gotta have supervised visits, all this extra shit. But my dad was mainly doing the big shit for us, you know what I'm saying? It's not even just like valuable. She calling every day, calling every other day, making sure he be straight, you know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, you know, I feel like, you know, he wasn't really there because he broke a couple promises, you know what I'm saying? To me, a promise is a big deal, you know what I'm saying? Once you tell me, I promise I'm gonna be there for a graduation or something like that, like, especially a high school graduation, because you only graduate from high school one time. I expect you to be there, you know what I'm saying? But then, seeing how my mama act now, I understand, you know what I'm saying?
When you get older, it's a lot of things you didn't understand when you were younger, and you're like, yo, why blah blah, or this happened, and then you get older and you see your parents from a different perspective, and then you understand it's like, oh yeah, I love my mom, but she's not perfect. Like, she got these
bro. My mom would tell my girl like, oh yeah, I've had the flyest car, I've had this, I've had that, and I'd be telling my girl like, you know that scene on Shark Tales when he tells Oscar, oh, you're a liar. Like, I be having to say that, like, but you like, come on, like, you don't gotta lie to Bickett, you know what I'm saying? Like, keep it all the way a buck. I'm not gonna say like I was in the ghetto, you know what I'm saying? But I was in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was in the hood, I was with certain kids, you know what I'm saying? My mom didn't have me always. I was not always in the suburban neighborhood. I was not into a suburban neighborhood till I was like 16, 17 years old. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mama only had 2 houses her whole life. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's not like I was in a good neighborhood and I came from everything. No, bro. I was eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on a little cap. You know what I'm saying? Like, make my own plates. You feel me? I was eating hot dogs and noodles. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I've been through all of that. You know what I'm saying? There's times I didn't have running water. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't try to set yourself at a high standard so you can look good at everybody else, because everybody comes from something, you know what I'm saying? Now Now, you know what I'm saying, she got a house that she didn't build with, you know, my first baby mom and all that extra shit. You know what I'm saying? She wants to give my son a better lifestyle, but it's like at the end of the day, I'm his dad, so therefore I have to give him that better lifestyle. It's good for your health, but at the end of the day, you gotta remember who the parents are. I didn't lay down to have sex with you. You know what I'm saying? That'd be weird. That's my child. That's my child, so it's my obligation, and it's my obligation to make sure that my sons and my daughter is straight. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know I'm grown now. You know what I'm saying? My sisters are grown. We all grown. You've done what you were supposed to do as a parent that you felt like was necessary.
And beyond that, it's just like, even if it's like, all right, you got a nice place with space and stuff for him to run around and stuff like that. All right, cool. Let him stay there. But like, make sure I'm part of his life.
Yeah.
And like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And it should be partly my decision. Like, I should be able to look at that situation and be like, yo, you know what? This is a better spot for him to grow up.
Right.
Let me be the father. Let me call him. Let him come visit me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, cutting out the kid's life is sick shit, bro. Like,
yeah, bro. Like,
shit.
And I'll be talking to my grandpa about that shit. Like, y'all trying to raise my kid, my son, to think it's okay to have a 2-parent woman household. Like, I have nothing against, let me make sure I say this loud and clear. I have nothing against lesbian relationships. You feel what I'm saying? Like, my godson, he had, you know what I'm saying? That's what he's going through right now. You know what I'm saying? He has 2 moms, and I ain't gonna lie, those are the best 2 moms that he could ever have and ask for. You know what I'm saying? His mama take care of him. She works. She do what she's supposed to do better than his dad was doing. You know what I'm saying? That's a deadbeat ass nigga for sure. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not against that. It's just like, if you gonna do that, make sure they're taken care of. Don't be 60 years old trying to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to have 2 women in the same household. Like, that's not right. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if these are younger kids and, you know, you was in a relationship, and that's fine, that's dandy. But just be careful doing that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not against it for sure. Like I said, my godson, he's living life right now. He's living life. My god kids, they're beyond blessed right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they mama is hella straight with her girlfriend before, more than she was with another nigga, and I can vouch for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga,
so that's what I'm saying. So it's like if that's all that's available in the situation, then yeah, for sure. But like, if there's a father there who's trying to be a father,
let that man be a father.
Yeah,
for
like,
sure.
A boy needs a man in his life if it's one available. You know what I mean?
For sure, for
if
sure,
not
for
one
sure.
available, then yeah, they're like, y'all do the best you can as women to bring him up as a man. But like, only a man can raise man, bro.
Exactly.
Man.
Yeah, man. Cause like, you know, women are based off emotion. They're emotional. They're unstable emotional creatures. You know, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that, but
my boy's getting canceled tomorrow. definitely.
But it's the truth. Like, they wonder, like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. That's one thing I never do. I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit. Like, they be mad that a woman can't run the world, a woman can't be president. It's like, because y'all are emotional, unstable creatures. Like, y'all can be on y'all period and y'all will blow up the whole fucking world and start a World War III. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's
like,
but like I said, I have
bats when you guys.
Hey, I love my women though. I love my women. I promise you, I do. But there's just some things that, you know, y'all gotta just chill on. You know what I'm saying? Like, even putting your hands on men, like, be boo. Like, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all be, man, because y'all be quick. Like y'all be quick. Y'all be quick to want to sock on a nigga and be like, I beat niggas for real. But then you come across the right nigga that really will fuck you up. Then it's, oh, he hit me.
It's like, nah, you never really beat a nigga for real. What happened was you swung on a nigga that didn't want to hit a woman.
Exactly.
That's
exactly.
It.
Now I can say there is some females that, you know, really be going to town on niggas and you know, be fucking a nigga up, but
they got them hands.
Yeah, for sure. But you know, I've always say, like, I'm gonna teach my daughter that too. Like, you got brothers for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You have an older brother for sure for a reason.
Yeah.
And if that man wants to put his hands on you, go get your older brother. Go get your daddy, because I'm not playing that type of shit. And I'm gonna tell my son the same shit. Like, look, you got a sister for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, a woman put her hands on you. You go get your mama. You go get your sister. And I promise that bitch gonna reevaluate life, because we're not playing that type of shit. We're not playing that type of shit. So, ladies, don't put your hands on my son, and niggas don't put your hands on my baby, because I promise you it's going up. But that's just how the way the world should be, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying just my babies, just everybody out there, you know what I'm saying? Really protect y'all babies, because there's people in this world that be really trying to kill kids and do all the extra shit, threaten kids for no motherfucking reason. You know what I'm saying? Bringing kids into drama that ain't got nothing to do with them, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's really foul, you know what I'm saying? Because you got women that be like, oh, this, and I'm gonna do this to your kid. I want to start a whole war, but if a nigga says something, because you know that woman's an emotion, she's hiding her emotions, but let a man say he gonna do something to my kid, I promise you it's up and it's stuck. You know what I'm saying? We sliding right then and there. But you know, that's just the principalities of how people should be moving. You know what I'm saying? If you got any beef, leave the baby out of it, because once you bring up like don't even open that door. And a lot of females, because they're so emotional and because they ain't got nothing to do, just let it be in drama, they let her open that door to, you know, talk about other people's kids. And then when somebody else start talking about their kids, they want to be quick to call their baby daddy and be like, oh, so and so is talking about our baby and it's like, nah, hold on, bitch, did you open that door first? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody told you to open that door. Bitch just said come out for a fade, and you want to open the door about talking about doing this to a child. You know what I'm saying? And then that's how.
Yeah, that's weird, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, this world is wicked, bro. This world is wicked, and the devil.
That's why I really don't play about my kids.
Yeah,
it's the only thing that I'll crash out about. Like,
man,
really, like, don't care about police, nothing. Like, I'll crash out immediately.
Man, I tell my girl, like, if anybody says they gonna do something to my kids, I'm an action motherfucker. Like, I promise you, I dare you to try to put my kids on harm's way. I dare you to try to harm my child. I promise you, it's not gonna be good for you. Like, and I say that real humbly, because I'm their protector, I'm their advocate, you know what I'm saying? So even when they in school, like, I would, like, you know, my son in school, he'll call me like, Dad, so-and-so did this to me, so-and-so did this to me. It's like, look, man, stop putting your hands on my child. You know what I'm saying? Because if I tell my child to activate, then I'm going to be in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? If I tell my child to beat your kid the fuck up for putting their hands on him, then y'all going to look at me like I'm the bad parent. No, keep your motherfucking hands off my child. We so hooked up into social media that social media is starting to turn into reality, and that's not cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not Gucci at all. Like, it just be watching all these fighting shows on TV and think that shit is real, and like, I'm gonna be the one to tell you that shit is not real. That shit is scripted and all the type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why some of these bitches really be going to jail. You know what I'm saying? That be on that shit because they think it's real, and then they go out to the street and really be doing that type of shit, and then they locked up. You know what I'm saying?
And even when it is real, it's like, these motherfuckers came on the show to fight.
To do that shit. Exactly. They signed waivers. They signed NDAs.
Exactly. In the regular world,
exactly.
You're going to jail. You're going to. That's it. All that foreign trips and stuff, and hopping on planes and going here and going there.
That shit is dead.
That's dead. Like,
that shit is dead. Your passport is gone. Not all that shit. And now you gotta have a real ID. The motherfucker will start cutting up that shit.
Yeah.
Like, you really gotta pay attention to how these motherfuckers be trying to move, because one wrong move can end your whole shit, bro. I promise you. And you don't want that. Everybody want to talk about, oh, I want to travel here, I want to travel here. If you want to travel and keep your passport, keep your real ID, but stay out the way. Point blank period. Stay out the motherfucking way, because the police don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about what you're trying to do. None of that shit. So it's best that you just stay out the way, mind your business, and provide for your children, because this shit gets real wicked out here. It's just the devil be moving, and he be moving real fast. He be moving real fast.
You know the quickest way to bring a motherfucker down.
Man, quick.
You gotta
like,
be cautious.
Man, you gotta be super cautious. I be having to tell my girl, like, look, hey, shorty, that's just the devil trying to work, trying to get you in trouble.
Yeah, she be on go.
And look, man, she really like that. And she really like that. Oh my mama, look, my shorty is from she from Southside Stockton. You feel what I'm saying? She from NorCal, Southside Stockton. You know what I'm saying? She do not play the bullshit. Like, I be having to tell y'all, like, y'all be thinking she pussy and she know it's because I be telling her she got a better future than fucking with you bitches, because you bitches ain't on her level. I promise you that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not on her level. Like, she really will get activated real fast.
Let's be honest, like the crabs will try and find more than one way to pull you down. Like, you know what I mean? It's like,
man,
when motherfuckers ain't got shit else going on, and when motherfuckers ain't got shit else to do, like, they try and bring you down to their level, bro.
Oh God, for sure.
Value the things
for sure, like, for sure. That's
why I said, like,
for sure.
The only thing I crash out about
for sure
is the safety of my kids, because everybody out here willing to crash out over pride, reputation, all this type of shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Like, y'all can suck my dick, bro. I don't care, like, what y'all think. Really, genuinely, the only people who I care about, like, the only opinions I value are my kids.
Exactly, 100%. and I tell my girl that too. Like, all the time, I'll be like, look, don't worry about what people say on the internet. People gonna tell you about you. People gonna try to talk all the shit they can to bring you down. But the only thing that matters is how I feel about you and how our kids feel about you. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that should matter, because at the end of the day, everybody has an opinion. Everybody has their own voice. Everybody can say whatever the fuck they want. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. That's the whole purpose of God giving them a mind, so they can feel any type of way. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's up to the people that's in your inner circle that you live with every day, that you stay with, that you take care of. Nigga, you gotta make sure that y'all are good. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
But yeah, man, you already know we've been locked in for a little minute.
Man, for sure.
Anything you want to say before we get up out of here?
Hey, shout out to my shorty, you know what I'm saying? She's a real one for sure. She's definitely one. She held me down, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm trying to find one like that. Tell her if she got any friends slide. For
real, man. She's a solid one, you know what I'm saying? She never gave up on me. She's pushed me to be my best, to do my best in anything I wanted to do. Shout out to my babies, you know, I love y'all. You know, my two youngest ones, y'all know Daddy is right there with you. You feel me? Like, just, you know, shout out to my little family that I got, and I'm grateful for my little family that I got, you know what I'm saying? Because family is not what you have, it's what you make it out to be, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, family ain't shit, and I'm the one that could be able to really say that, you know what I'm saying? That a lot of family ain't shit, so it's the one that you build to make sure that you stand on the principle, you have them stand on the principles that you're setting in your foundation.
Facts.
For sure.
Facts. Well, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Sense. The Vault. Lock in.
Lock in.
Yup.